Wonder shall never cease. Wonders, they say, shall never end. So I heard that our Judy said we should start fighting for love. That we should wear our armor of fights, of war, to go and begin to hunt for men and begin to fight over them. Begin to fight to keep a man. I heard that was what she said. You understand me? I was just moving around the streets of social media. I came across one video like that. I mean, one write-up on Instablog Niger. I said, "Shoo, now so it be that we should start fighting for love, even the love that is not even our own. We should wear our own armor of fight and begin to fight." Shamelessness, if you don't have shame in your lineage, is a very bad thing. Not having shame at all is a bad thing. Is the worst thing that can happen to you as a human being is when you don't have shame. When you don't have shame, you can do anything and feel that it's all right. Shame, sometimes we should pray to God to give us that spirit of shame. No, they get shame small. Move for no conde. They disgrace our ancestors. You're supposed to have shame. At this point, you're supposed to be very ashamed. You're supposed to be ashamed of yourself. Imagine you. Now, let me read what she wrote, because the write her plenty. Waiting she writes her plenty. Make I just take my time. See, waiting she writes here big. So make I just read her phone. And she said, regardless of how much most people downgrade having a loving spouse in your life, nothing is more precious than being in love and being loved in return. It is the best feeling in the world. But they look you like this, they go be like someone and nod you for head, because they behave like mumu. She said, live your life to the fullest. Don't live for anybody but yourself. True love is hard to come by, and if you are lucky enough to find it, protect it with capital letter. Protect it, cherish it, fight for it, nourish it, pray for it, prayer warrior. Adore it and reciprocate with everything you've got. Who asks you? I told you you'll be tired of this love. You thought I was joking. You don't get tired. Then she said, don't choose to be lonely because of people that don't really care for you. Nothing but love from here always. Don't choose to be lonely. What does that mean? Who told you that? Who is lonely here? So for your mind, you think the only time you cannot be lonely is when a man is putting ring on your finger, being your finger. For your mind, that's the only time you cannot be lonely. You can only be lonely when you are not with somebody's husband. But once you're with somebody's husband, you are no longer going to be lonely. Is that what you think? So for your mind, a man must put ring in your finger for you not to be lonely. And again, who told you she's lonely? Who told you that we may? Because we know that all this nyanyampo that you are vomiting from your mouth is you're referring to me. You expected her to come and fight. You wanted her to come and wear armor of war, to come and start fighting with you over something that rightfully belongs to her. You wanted her to come and fight. You have already arranged everything. You don't arrange yourself. You don't get ready. You don't arrange your automopo. All the things that you're going to fight her with. Believing that, expecting her to come and start fighting with you. But she surprised you. You thought she was going to fight. She didn't fight. She don't get time to fight. We have passed that stage of fighting for a man. A man, a human being like you. We don't pass that stage. We don't pass. We are no longer in that class. Now only you remain in that class. No reasonable woman is ready to start fighting for a man at this time and age. Unless you don't know who you are. Unless you do not know your worth. Unless you are worthless. Unless the only thing you have achieved in your life is that man. That's the only time you can start fighting for him. Unless you're a lazy woman who cannot put food on the table for yourself. That's the only time you start fighting for a man. Unless you are a lazy brat. If you're a woman who can make things happen by yourself, you dare not fight for a man. A man will be fighting for you. It is how God wired it. You are not supposed to be fighting for a man. A man is supposed to see you, admire you, come for you, approach you, keep you, and respect you. Whenever you carry yourself that shema like this, that man will never value you in this life. Forget all these things he's doing. He's just using them to cover up. Time shall come when he will tell you, my dear, now you carry yourself, now you bundle yourself, come to me. I don't need you. That time will come. Everything have expiring dates. Whatever that is being used to remote him, to control him, will one day clear his eye. But by that time, if I don't date too late, because men must have moved on. Imagine this kind of advice. Fight for waiting. So you've been the wait for her to come and fight you. So you don't ready. Una don't do una. Plan and keep them. Don't do the ones who wanna go blow for her eye, blow for her nose, disfigure her, disorganize her. You don't ready to fight. So you are angry now that she didn't fight you. She was not ready. She don't get that time to start fighting you. They say don't they pay you now, say person no fight you. You don't they remind her that she's supposed to fight. Fight for waiting. Now you always see something they fight for them. Fight for what? It's how many years now? It's getting to 2 years, about 3 years that you guys have been together without the man supporting the woman. But she's been okay. She's doing very, very well. Because she has some things to offer. She got some things, a lot of things. You yourself, as you don't turn yourself to baby making mention, good and fine. That's what you want as a human being. Everybody must not want the same thing. You've turned yourself to a baby making mention. You've turned yourself to a caricature. Do you know that you what nothing? People no longer value you. If they want to give example of non-entity people, women who are worthless, they will remember you. When they want to give example of worthless women, they will rush speed. Forget that some people are here supporting you. Any man or woman that is supporting you in this thing does not like you. Stop seeing yourself as a heroine. You did not do anything. There's nothing so powerful. This thing you feel you did. Every other women have opportunity of doing them, but because they have conscience, they don't want to destroy so many homes. They back off. You are not more beautiful than every other person. You are not. You are not the only one that have seen rich, handsome men. A lot of women have seen them. But they know they don't want to start spoiling homes. So don't see yourself as a heroine or that you have done something that no one has ever been able to do in this life. Don't stop seeing yourself like that. And those people clapping for you, time shall come when they will get tired of clapping. Anyone that is supporting you in this your madness does not love you. Truth is bitter, but we have to say it. Keep what you have fought for. Nobody is coming to drag him with you. Nobody is ready to fight with you again. Keep him. Nurture him. Just like you wrote with your capital letter. Protect it. Cherish it. Fight it. Nourish it. Pray for it. Adore it and reciprocate. Go ahead. Do all this in somebody. Stop throwing shades at me. She doesn't have your time. She has moved on. And she's not going to have your time. Talking about loneliness and all that. Do you think she's lonely? For your mind now, men should be lonely. If men is lonely, then the man that will mind in here at this time and at this age and time, I'll come and be lonely because a man left me. Am I crazy in this life? I will never allow my life to stop because you left me. Not in this time, not in this world. My life must continue. I must enjoy my life. If it is Bola, I will collect the best of the whole Bola. I will knock the best men. I will never be lonely. If you think collecting my man will make me lonely, lie, unless not somebody like Amanande TV, I will never be lonely. I will be happy. I will be taking care of myself. Bola, I will be knocking very, very well. I will never be sex-starved. Do you know what you just said? Now you carry yourself, put yourself in bondage. You don't even know what freedom is all about. And even you know, you will not carry yourself again for the third time, bundle yourself inside bondage. And someone that God just lifted her burden, you want her to go back to bondage. Are you okay? My sister, keep waiting you don't fight for. Keep her. Nobody is dragging him with you. Now your fortune, now waiting you prayed for, you've been praying for it all this while. Cherish it, protect it, reciprocate it, pray over it. Look, do whatever you want to do. But please stop advising us. We don't need your advice, okay? We are good. And stop throwing shades at me.